Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And I've got my dear friend and business partner AJ with me. And you know what? I just realized I've not actually introduced AJ properly onto the channel, albeit he's featured in some videos already. And some of you might have got to know him a wee bit. Some of you will know him already, of course. But I thought it might be an idea to sit down with him and to introduce him and for you guys to learn a wee bit more about him. So as I said, my dear friend, business partner in Tots United, AJ, who is, I would say, and a lot of his pupils would certainly say so, one of the world's best PE teachers. Isn't that right, AJ?
Oh, listen, it's just doing my job, as many would say. But yeah, so my background, guys, I'm a PE teacher. Super passionate about working with young people and children. I've been a coach all my days. I've coached with SFA, with pro youth teams. I've been very fortunate enough to spend time in America as well. I did Challenger Sports. I was a head coach there in San Diego. I was also headhunted to coach out in Hawaii as well, out of the kind of 50 coaches there. And so I've had an extensive background with coaching and ultimately working with young people. And it's just been great for me since starting Tots United, seeing so many young people active and enjoying sport, something which I still love and we both still do. So it's just great to see so many children active and playing the beautiful game.
Absolutely. I mean, for anybody who comes across you and even has a look at your profile, the one thing that kind of just rings out from it is sport. And, that passion, that love for sport is, it permeates every aspect of your life, doesn't it?
So like sports been, I've done it since I think I was kicking, wanted to come out early for my mum. I've always been super active on all my days. I played football, gymnastics, a number of sports I've done when I was younger, and I excelled in football fairly quickly. And again, that just got me within my local community. I was playing, and then I was able to play with pro youth teams, played a lot of junior football, and also I was very lucky to do a scholarship in America as well, where I got a chance to experience the culture of America and play soccer. So for me, that was a fantastic opportunity again to meet other people, to experience football in another place, and I'm still continuing to play football. I've been asked now. I'm at that age and stage where I'm getting asked to play on an over 35s league on a Friday night. And that's something I'm going to continue doing. I just love the game, and for me to be involved with Tots United and seeing so many children being inspired, it's been brilliant. My children go to the programme, they love it. Very much I'm one of the directors, but I'm still at all the coaching sites, all the coaching venues. All my coaches are, constantly being trained with myself. I'm always giving feedback and we're always reviewing things. So we're always looking to grow and improve every single day. Because for me, I want to try and inspire as many young people as possible. And I want to leave a legacy, where so many communities are being active and enjoying sport, because it brings lifelong skills.
That's amazing. I mean, it just sounds like you're doing what you love. Sport is what you have been, passionate, and what's been instilled within you from your early days, as you touched on there, and even, now what you're doing with Tots United, it's just continuing, and your day-to-day work now, it's just doing everything that you love doing.
100%. I mean, you said it right there. Love what you do. For me, it's not a job. It's just, I just love it. And I just love seeing so many kids active. We're in the communities all the time. So, there's, hey, this Coach AJ walking, there's this Coach Yusuf. And it's just great to see so many, happy faces and children being active, because we have to be honest, in terms of communities and things, but we're not seeing some children active, and we want to change that. We want to see local football pitches, sports centres, lots of children playing sport, because it's got such long benefits to your health. And I think it's also, a great thing for parents, guardians, grandparents, for the adults that bring the children along. They love it. It gets them out as well, where they get a chance to go outside, in our classes or they're inside the hall, and they get a chance to take part and release some energy, get a chance to meet other people in the community. And it's just got a sense of bringing everyone together. And it's just amazing, the journey. It really is. And for me, it's just like a dream come true, and, just being part of this.
Yeah, no, fantastic. Yeah, I mean, that sounds brilliant. If I could take you back to, before you became a PE teacher, just to maybe ask you, and maybe for the benefit of anybody watching who might find this interesting, what was it that kind of spurred you or encouraged you towards becoming a PE teacher?
No, definitely. So listen, I had a really inspiring PE teacher at school. Was always encouraging me and things. And I also think with my journey, I think in terms of, I think both of us could kind of recall this when we were growing up in terms of playing football, pro youth, and there wasn't a lot of Asian footballers, coming through the system and things. And the most prolific that we both know was Jazz Jutla. So we've obviously had a chance to play. And for me, it was just, I loved the game, and I wanted to make that difference, in terms of football. Unfortunately, wasn't able to go on and excel my career to where it should have gone. So I thought, I want to try and do the next best thing. And I've always worked with young children, all my life, to the point where even my neighbours, when I stayed with my mum and dad, their young grandchildren used to come over. I used to just play. I just had an actual knack with young children, working and playing with them. And I've just been really lucky, where I've been able to just been involved with several kind of coaching organisations with SFA programs and kind of pro youth systems that I've done as well. That I've learned a lot from lots of coaches, and I'm always learning. Even now, I'm always going to things and webinars, seminars, going to training sessions, trying to improve myself, as a coach, and something I can, deliver better in my classes from my coaches. And for me, it's having that extensive background. I then, came into teaching, which I've equally I've been able to love. I came with a massive coaching pedigree, and I've had a lot of success as a PE teacher, because I've been able to build positive relationships with lots of young people, and it's been great, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I've been able to take local teams. And probably one of the highlights of my teaching career was when I first came out at 2010, and I won the Scottish Cup alongside another teacher, and it was phenomenal. And I mentioned before I was very lucky and fortunate to work with fantastic players, and Kel McGuinness was one of them. That's kind of broke through, and he's full-time professional now with Kilmarnock, and we still speak all the time, and he's always very thankful for things because I've always looked out for him, and for me it's great to see young people from my school doing so well. And now at Tots United, some of these young people are now coming in and they're working for us as coaches, which is great, because it's as much as we're thinking about it's for the young people, the children and the adults, it's also about giving these opportunities to young people that are in school, so look, they can get involved with Tots United as a coach. That's something I did. I volunteered from as young as 12, 13, going into local football teams, helping out with PE departments in different schools, just learning everything. And it's just been a great journey.
Amazing. Listening to that, it just sounds like positive impact across the board. And certainly when I talk about the work that we do, I highlight to folk, the positive impact that Tots United is having in communities for children, their parents, guardians, grandparents, coaches, maybe school pupils who are coming in for work experience. It is positive impact across the board. And, that really comes through when you talk and describe, your experience with all of that. And, from your PE teaching as well, how you've had a positive impact on your pupils who have then some of them went on to become professional footballers. I think some of them in other sports as well, done very well. Positive impact. Anything to say on that?
Yeah, listen, everything's been like, I'm such a very enthusiastic, positive person. And some would say a Duracell battery that doesn't stop. I'm just super energetic, and that's something I've always been. And I think with Tots United, it's something that we've both brought in. It's just that super high energy. Our classes are great. They're engaging, and we're making a real positive impact in the community. We want to see lots of children active, and active kids are happy children, and we're seeing that, lots of smiley faces, and just children enjoying sport and making lifelong friends and just enjoying being young.
That's amazing. And in terms of, you've been a PE teacher for well over 10 years. Would that be right?
Yeah, so I've been a qualified PE teacher now for over 13 years. Various roles in school as well. I've been acting head of department. I've done some pupil support work. So I've had kind of various remits, and it's been great because I've learned, fundamental skills, and not only in football, but we have a gymnastics program. And again, I've taught gymnastics extensively from children right through, from preschool all the way up to 18. And I've been lucky enough to have also taught Kelvin Chan, who was part of the Commonwealth Games as well. And we still stay in touch. And he's actually out in Dubai coaching, but he's coming back soon and he wants to try and come into our gymnastics classes. And again, it just shows you the kind of positive impact where someone that's left school so long ago wants to come in and see our classes and see what we're doing and how he can help. So it's been great.
Amazing. I'm sure like the children who are part of the gymnastics program, I mean, they would love that, for that top level gymnast to come in, talk to them, tell them a bit about his experience in gymnastics. I mean, what an opportunity that is.
And I think it's important, for us, at Tots United, it's like we want to bring role models in, even in terms of, the coaches, everyone we have, they're fantastic, super energetic, super enthusiastic, and it's just great to see, in terms of the communities, all the children being active, and in terms of, these, my ex-pupils being able to come back, it's brilliant, and you could say, okay, I've built a relationship with them and things, but it's just so nice to see they want to come back and give, something back to their local communities.
Well, that's great. That sounds fantastic. And I mean, what we really wanted to do with this video is just to have a wee introduction to you, your background, the work that you do, and hopefully, folk have found that to be a bit informative. And we're going to be talking about other things in other videos as well. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, so obviously one thing with me being a qualified PE teacher now for a number of years. So in terms of curriculum, I devised the whole curriculum for all our programs, and we've seen, a massive growth in terms of our classes, and, we make sure, everything's got themes, make sure, literacy's been met, numeracy, health and well, all the, the areas that children learn at nurseries and primary schools, and through secondary school. And I am well aware of that, and I make sure that these are all in within, our classes and themes each week, and children are having fun, but it's also educational in terms of what they're learning.
Amazing. I mean, you have that extensive PE teaching background where you've been doing it day in, day out for so long. So, of course, when you devise a curriculum, like, I would expect it to be excellent. And that certainly has proven to be the case.
Yeah, listen, it's just, we just have to look at the numbers, with the number of waiting lists that are coming onto the classes, and it's great. I think it's just, I'm trying to make that difference in the community and just make sure, I'm doing right by the children, giving them the best possible start and experience in sport, and I want to continue to do that, and I'll continue to research and evolve and look at, different ideas to try and make sure that we have, as a parent's quote, the best kids classes ever.
Brilliant. So there you have it, guys. That's AJ, a bit of information about him, his background, the work that he has done, has been very passionate about and continues to do with Tots United. And hopefully you guys found that quite interesting. And as we kind of touched on, there'll be more videos coming out soon talking about different topics. So please do stay tuned in. And also, we'd love to hear from you. If you have any thoughts or want to share any comments, please feel free to reach out to us.
And let me know what you think of AJ. Okay,
absolutely.
Always quite open to feedback.
Leave a comment below. Let us know what you think, and we look forward to catching up with you all again very soon. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.